Guys, welcome to the jungles of Jimbaran, Bali. Camera on. Let's get ready to go live. Coming a little before 12 p.m. here in Jimbaran in the jungles. We're going to talk about 3 tips to profitable blogging. And it's a quick tip. This is going to be one-word deals. You can hear the cats here. This is live. Chickens outside. We're on the grounds in Jimbaran. What I'm going to start doing are these really quick, impromptu, live Google Hangouts. Going to be in the middle of the day here when I'm feeling it energy-wise. So even if you're around the world, what I'm going to do is you're probably sleeping. Salamat makan, Freddie. You're probably sleeping wherever you're at. The staff here. Right now, I won't be able to see it, but I'm going to send these out to my email list. And of course, you could sign up for my email list at bloggingfromparadise.com. And you're going to get my free weekly 7,000 word blog post, as well as my weekly ebooks. First place to promote them usually, maybe second, third, through my email list. I'm going to get them out there 1 a week on Amazon. Pick them up for your Kindle. Really good stuff. So we're talking about 3 quick tips for running a profitable blog, help you make money blogging. A lot of people I see on different forums like Warrior or even in comments section or on other blogs, they just don't seem to get it. They're trying to get it, but they don't want to give. So there's really 3 things you want to do. And there's 3 actionable words, or not even action verbs per se, but just 3 ideas you want to dwell upon. Number 1, why. Number 2, create. And number 3, connect. And the more you dwell on these 3 words, what's going to happen is you're going to get clearer and clearer with your direction. And as you get clearer and clearer with your direction, oh, that jungle behind me. That looks really cool, doesn't it? This is real. This is live. It almost looks a little fake, but then it looks real. I don't know. It's still kind of freaky, this whole live hangout thing. But what happens is if you're really intent on setting a pure intent, and you know why, you create and you connect. And those are the 3 quick tips. What you're going to do is make money. Because you're going to be detaching from outcomes. You're going to be more focused as I compete with the chickens over here. Hope you don't mind. This is what we call authentic, folks. And if you see a bit of a lag, camera's not great on my laptop, but that's okay. And the connection is not phenomenal. But you're getting the nuts and bolts. You're getting the juice. This is what happens when you're off the grid, and this is authentic. You know, I'm not somewhere you're going to have a perfect setup, little studio. This is part of Blogging from Paradise, which is great because I'd rather be doing it in the middle of Jimbaran, Bali, on a football field-sized villa than in some controlled little environment. This is what creates the inspiration. So if you really focus on these 3 ideas, these 3 core ideas, you're going to stop trying to get without giving. And that's why most people don't jack shit when they're blogging. So first we're going to talk about why. Why are you blogging? Let's talk about my story. I blog to free me and I blog to free my audience. And the thing is, when you blog to free yourself, what you naturally do is you begin to free your audience along with that freeing of self. Perfect example. I thought about my career for the longest time. I really wanted to, more than anything, just make money. I wanted to get subscribers, wanted to get numbers. I just wanted to rake it in on PayPal and through my advertising revenue and see those nice residual checks wired to my bank account. And it really didn't happen. And it was because I wasn't blogging for people, I was blogging for things. And things are going to elude you for a while. That's just the way that it is. That's the way that almost every single blogger who starts this journey, that's the path that they take. Now, unfortunately, when stuff eludes you and you're just blogging for that stuff, you're going to be like, screw it. I could care less. I'm not going to do this any longer. It's a waste of time. And that's what 99.99% of bloggers do out there. They are blogging for things. Their why is mucked up. It's effed up. It's screwed up. It's not pure. It's not freeing. It's bonding. And then you have those people who really seem to rake it in, who are living a really neat life. Say like maybe a guy living in paradise in Bali, who's been in Fiji for 4 months, will be in Bali for 6 months. This is our 5th trip to Bali. Costa Rica, Peru, so many cool countries, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, been through Australia. It's just, the life we live is so cool because we're blogging to free ourselves, even with this live hangout here. Putting it out there quickly. I'm not looking for results. I'm not looking to get as many people as possible. I just want to free me by practicing, by putting this out there. I'll promote it later. And the thing is, when you're doing that from a pure place, from a freeing place, you're going to get super creative. You're not going to be focused on the outcomes. Hi, Squeaky. When you're not focused on the outcomes and you're not trying to get numbers or trying to get money or blogging for all the things, you start blogging for people and you start freeing other people too. And naturally what's going to happen is you're going to inspire the living stuffing out of people. And you're going to become creative as hell. And like I've told you guys, one 7,000 word blog post a week plus an ebook. That is 7,000 words for my blog post. Ebooks now coming in at about 10,000. So that's 17,000 words each week on those two pieces of content alone. What I'm charging for, a very nominal fee. I'm going to get it in the hands of millions of people. So many more people can blog from paradise. Then what you also have is my blog commenting, my articles for clients. Like I'm doing 20, 25, 30,000 words a week. And I don't view it as anything particularly special because I'm blogging to free me. So that's really it. Number one, the why. Got to dovetail something on there. You have to free other people. It can't just be all about you, because obviously other people are going to be reading your blog and they're going to be giving you money for your products or services. So what happens is they can tell your pure intent. You want to free them as well. That's your driver. That's your motivator. And that's where the profitable blogging comes in. That's where the profiting happens. That's where it occurs, because you're going to be seen not as some greedy SOB who's out for yourself and yourself alone. You're going to be seen as someone who genuinely wants to help because you genuinely want to help and you're genuinely helping people. And they'll be like, it's a nice guy. They're not just after money, not just after this, not just after that. So naturally at that point, what's going to happen is the more you blog to free yourself, you blog to free other people, and the more you detach from those like outcomes other than creating something awesome, promoting people, the money is going to flow to you because you'll just get more creative, you'll become more prospering, you'll gain more trust, you'll gain more authority, people will believe in you, they'll sense your credibility, and they'll just buy your stuff. You're creating and you're connecting, which is coming up next, will improve and become more focused. So guys, got to get that why down, write it down on a piece of paper, free you, free other people around you. I adopted that pure intent when I started blogging Paradise. Things took off. Ebook after ebook. I just released another one the other day. Pick it up on Amazon. 10 blogging lessons I learned in Bali to accelerate your online success. Colorful stories about Bali boobies, naked women. Chicken Killers, really heartfelt tale about one of our friends who since passed on to the spirit world. Four-legged alpha canine named Harvey. And the more you read those stories and you learn how to tell stories and you learn how to relate it to blogging, the more you're going to make money. So make sure you pick that one up. And more lives are going to change, of course. That's a really big one. But all this creating and all this stuff came together when I purified my intent. Squeaky, what are you doing? Squeaky's crazy. Okay, number 2, create a step. Quick tip to profitable blogging. Create ebooks, create blog posts, create videos, create live hangouts, create webinars, create online courses. Create. The more you create, the less you can be. The more you create, the more you gain a reputation as being a helper, as being a problem solver. And when you do that, when you create regularly, what happens is money finds you, because money responds to value. Now, this is a tough one for so many people who are struggling financially. I can't create. I have no ideas. I have no experience. That's where you have to keep revisiting that why again and again and again and again and again and again. You can't ditch that why. You have to be all over it. And if you're willing to do that, becoming free, so the tipping point occurs. And that's where it happened with me. I couldn't write. I had no ideas. Just writer's block, all this, bullshit, all these limiting beliefs that my ego constructed. It built to keep me comfortable and miserable. That stuff melted away when I wanted to be free more than I wanted to be comfortable. And then I started writing and writing more and doing videos and doing live hangouts and all this other stuff. So the more you focus on that, the more you're going to create. And this is really an easy tip, guys. It could be difficult in the beginning, but there's nothing more to it than creating. Just keep creating stuff. Keep creating content. Keep practicing. I suggest writing 1,000 to 2,000 to 6,000 words or more each day, devoting it to your client articles, your blog posts, your ebooks, or if you just want to write and have it as practice material. You know, you're terrified to publish. You just started writing 500 words a day the other day, 2 days ago, and you're not ready to start putting out ebooks or blog posts, although you have to put those blog posts right away. But just keep writing, keep writing, keep writing, keep leaving in-depth blog comments. That's on the connecting. It's coming up next. And the more you do that, what happens is you'll gain the trust of your target audience because they'll see on your blog that you published 17 products on Amazon. Oh, wait a second, that's me. That's my Blogging from Paradise library. And that's the thing when people see that, oh, wow, he's created 17. Wow, he must know what he's doing. Well, let me pick one of them up. Let me check it out. You know, good ebook, write a review for you. And it keeps feeding upon itself. Oh, it's already 12. Look at that. Time's flying by. And this is going to be a quick one, guys, because got a ton of stuff to do today. I just want to get out there. And again, I want to send this out to my email list after, kind of see if we want to set up some live ones for you guys, see how the feed's going. Right now, it looks super quick, but I know there's a little bit of lag because, again, we're off the grid. But the message is powerful. You can see me. We're still in the jungle. I think I'm pretty clear on it. So that's all that matters. But you just got to keep creating, got to keep creating, got to keep creating. And in a few minutes, I'm going to wrap this up. Connecting. The third quick tip to profitable blogging. You're going to go as far as your network takes you. If you have nobody reading your blog, you may as well write a diary. And the way to avoid writing a diary is to connect with friends by promoting them and by commenting on their blogs from a place of being genuine, from being authentic. That means leaving 3, 4, 5 paragraph comments on their blog, showing you've read the blog post, sharing your take, complimenting them, thanking them, addressing them by name. Excuse me, then you retweet or you Facebook share their blog post or you share it on G+, or you share it on LinkedIn. And this just builds a bond. Whatever you put out there comes back to you. A bunch of prospering folks will do the same thing for you, and then your presence expands. It just feeds upon itself like a spider web almost. You have that little web starts off in the middle, and then the more friends you meet, you branch out, you go wider and wider, and it's like spiderweb's doing it from a more competitive place. It wants to catch those little morsels, those little insects. Well, you aren't so much going to catch readers as much as you'll attract them. And your blog will be sticky because you'll be creating that content, and they'll come find you through these other networks. So those are 3 really basic ideas that I just want you to indelibly stick on your old noggin, on your mind. If you know why, and if you create, and if you connect, you're naturally going to kill it online. You're going to become so much more successful, and you're going to run a profitable blog. As for the tips, guys, you know, I publish them in my ebook. Stop by Amazon, Kindle, Blogging from Paradise. That's all you have to put in for the keyword. You're going to see a ton of them. I also have books too, workbooks, more like workbooks. They look like you have a little area in the side where you could write. Good for the beach. But I have offline books, is that what they call them these days? Paperbacks, if you will. Short, easy reads, really easy read, really easy to understand, which is exactly what I want. This is how I talk. I write how I talk, or something like that. But that's my goal. That's the point, because that's what people connect with. You know, it's not going to be heavy. It's going to be something you could use, put into action immediately, because that's my goal, is to free you. So the more you read, and you just keep diving into these videos, into my blog posts, into Amazon, Kindle, you got them up there, you're soaking up the information. The more you use these tips, the more you're going to prosper. It really is that simple. The difficulty, the mental blocks, the problems, they all arise when you move away from knowing why and tying that why to something freeing, and when you move away from creating and connecting, when you just try to push your link on a couple different sites, or when you leave like 1 blog comment a day for like, say, 15 minutes, and then you expect good things to come back to you. It just doesn't work that way. You're going to have to work from an intelligent space, from a persistent space, and from a fun space. It's something you'll be doing day after day, but the more you fall in love with the fundamentals, the basics, you're going to be able to blast through blocks. Guys, this is exactly what I've done to Blog from Paradise. It's why I'm in Jimbaran, Bali now, why I'm having this live Google Hangout on air. And while I'll upload it later, while I'll promote it, it's the basics. That's all I've done. It's not that difficult. We're not reinventing the wheel. Chris Brogan, one of my mentors and endorsers, so humbling, New York Times bestselling author, business coach for Tony Robbins, GM, Google, Microsoft, Paulo Coelho, Who else? Somebody else famous. Apple. Who else famous? So many famous people. Richard Branson. Yeah, I've heard of him. The other RB. This guy wrote a post once talking about Seth Godin already said it. And it's true. Like these fundamentals, we've all covered them before. Easy peasy. We know that. It's just we bring our individual flavor, our flair, our panache, our storytelling to the table. And that's why you keep telling your own story. The more you create, you'll do it naturally. You're just going to drill these fundamentals into the minds of your readers in a good way, in a powerful way, an attractive way. They'll follow them, and then they'll profit. And then they'll spread the word with other people. And that's all we're doing. We're helping each other. We're inspiring each other. We're prospering one another. So that's the basic idea. It's know why, create that why to something free, why you're blogging, to freeing yourself, to freeing your audience. You don't want to be in the 9 to 5. You want to work from all over the world, whenever you want to work. You don't want an income limit. You don't want someone to hand you a paycheck. Like, this is how much you're going to make this week. You want to have your income go through the roof. That's another form of freedom, financial freedom. Once you got that down, it's create and connect. Now, creating, what should you create? Blog posts, videos. Include those keywords for your niche. Target it. Create intelligently. Like me, I'll put blogging tips, digital nomads, travel bloggers, these type of hashtags to attract exactly the type of people who want to retire to a life of island hopping through smart blogging, as I do. Then the connecting, you're going to connect with leaders in your niche through blog commenting, through social sharing. And the more frequently you do that, something very neat's going to happen. You're going to make money. But you want to be focused on making money. It'll sneak in through the back door. That's the way I like to look at it. So, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Short one today. I'm going to send this out to my list next week. Also going to promote it on all my social networks. Might even link into it in one of my posts. Probably not my ebook post. Maybe another post I put out there, a real quick one. The idea is, guys, I'm going to see how people receive these. No matter what, I'm going to keep shooting them because I'm enjoying it, and that's all that matters to me. I do things in reverse. I do what I love, and then my readers, my viewers find me. So I'll just see, little intuitive nudges here and there. Put them out there, get some nice pop on them, and I'm just going to keep doing them. Because I think with the connection, this is a better deal than webinars. We're going to be here for probably half a year almost. That probably will be. So this is how the connection is going to be. So it's probably a little better going with this one. It's not quite as heavy. You could do it live. You could see me. You could enjoy. You could interact, I believe. I hope you can. I'm pretty sure you can. Even if you can't, you can comment on Google+. And we can keep a chat going and even continue it over Blogging from Paradise. It's called a plug in the business. Guys, call to action time. Share this live hangout when it's taped, or if it's live and you're watching it now, on all your social networks, Twitter, Facebook, G+, stumble upon. Email it out to your list. It's the basics. We're going to stick to the basics here. We're going to make people understand that there's 3 things you want to keep in mind to run a profitable blog. Know why. Tie it to something free. Create and connect. Number 2. Stop by bloggingfromparadise.com. Do 2 things. Subscribe. Put your email address. Type it in the ugly green bar at the top of the page or on the right-hand side of the page. It's your call. You'll get my free weekly 7,000-word blog post plus updates to my Kindles. I'll be running deals on those periodically. Even without running the deal, they're like $2.99. So just download the damn thing and spread the word. Leave me a review. They're really entertaining, great travel stories. There'll also be practical blogging tips for you to use, easy to read, put them into action immediately so you could prosper, you could profit through your blog and become a full-time blogger. Then what you need to do is pick up at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 main books, whatever you want. They're all really reasonably priced. Again, it's like under $3. Spread the word. Leave me a review. Buy a couple. Leave me a review. Read them. They're short. They're easy reads. They're packed with value. They're packed with entertainment. And I just want to get them in the hands of millions of people online. So that's where it starts, you guys. That's it for today, guys. Until next time, enjoy paradise. Welcome to the jungle here in Jimbaran, Bali. We're going to be doing more of these, at least 1 a week. I'm hoping to do maybe a few more. Who knows? Just going to keep creating and connecting. I know why. It's freeing me. It's freeing you. That's it for today, guys. I really appreciate your support. Until next time, enjoy paradise.